to be part strategy on how you can use YouTube to grow any avenue out there by getting 24/7 traffic from the biggest social media platform in the world with the best algorithm. Okay, Facebook gaming creators, pull out your pen and paper. In fact, open up on a separate monitor, on some computer monitor, YouTube, because we're going to do a live tutorial as well where we show you how to use TubeBuddy to do research, to go find the right topics. We're literally going to show you the science behind how you can grow a YouTube channel as a Facebook gaming creator right here in this episode of the Digital Drop Podcast. I hope you're ready. Let's go. This podcast is sponsored by Restream. Why live stream to one platform when you can simultaneously live stream to every platform to discover new audiences faster using Restream.io? Ross, as always, I like to put you on camera and put you on the spot. You are our Facebook gaming creator guinea pig today. Are you ready to do this?
I am so ready for this. Let's do this.
Beautiful. So what everybody who's following along is going to do is do what we're doing here. So Ross, you have VGF Gamers podcast on or VHN on VGF. Is that right?
GHN on VGF.
GHN
Close
on
enough.
VGF. It's a lot of letters.
Way too many letters for this early in the morning.
It is. Okay, so you have your podcast. You're looking to grow a YouTube channel to drive traffic to your podcast, right?
Yes.
So just like all of our viewers, you have something that you are looking to drive traffic to, and you're looking to use YouTube as the mechanism to drive traffic to it. Is that fair?
That is very fair.
Beautiful. So let's go ahead and cut over to TubeBuddy. Everybody download TubeBuddy right now. Install it in your install it into Google Chrome extension. Use the link that we're going to be posting. It's in the description below. Use the link that we're posting there. It is my affiliate link. It funds the Digital Drop Podcast and AWOL Digital when you guys use this affiliate link. Great. We're going to go through step by step using TubeBuddy as the science-based tool to get you traffic off of YouTube, Ross, for your podcast. Facebook gaming streamers, you're going to use the same methodology. Ross, are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do this.
Great. All right. Let's go to YouTube once we've already installed TubeBuddy. And you're going to pull up the Keyword Explorer. So you're going to click, that TubeBuddy tab right there. You're going to click the Launch Keyword Explorer Now blue hyperlink button or the little thing on the side in order to pull up Keyword Explorer. There it is. Boom. Thank you, Perrin. Perrin's doing all the demo for us. Thank you, buddy. All right. What is the first topic that you're looking to juice YouTube out with that you want to drive traffic over to your podcast or what have you right here? What's your first topic?
First topic would be the psychology of gaming.
Just type it in. So you see what we did there. You don't have to divine something really, really interesting. You can just explore different topics and see what's out there. So it looks like TubeBuddy is telling us there's already a book, there's an addiction that's a part of this topic, and there's a podcast for it as well. So those are the top video searches. So they're in the video searches tab. Perrin and everybody, what you're seeing there is the top YouTube searches. These are the types of searches you're looking to juice out when you're looking to drive traffic using Facebook's algorithm or YouTube's algorithm to another platform. Does psychology of gaming addiction look like kind of the direction you were going in, or is it one of those other video searches, Ross?
We definitely hit on addiction more. So yes, that would be fair.
Okay, then click that link. Great. So what this is doing is TubeBuddy is literally showing all of us right now what the search volume is under the score analysis section. And the search volume for this topic, Ross, as you can see, is
not good.
Poor, right? It tells you that it's poor. And the competition for this topic appears to be
really high.
Excellent. Actually, no, it's not high. It's excellent.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sorry. You're right.
When it's in the green there, that means that there's very low competition. However, this is probably not the best topic according to TubeBuddy because there's very low search volume. There's almost no videos about this particular keyword on YouTube. So we're going to need to find an alternate version of this sort of keyword. Okay, so one that we may want to look at, and I'm looking at it down there in common video tags, is video game addiction or gaming addiction. So let's go ahead and dive deeper, or maybe get an alternate version of your keyword to see if we can find something that sort of matches the area that you're looking to go in. Which one would you like to click on, Ross?
The top one right there, video game addiction.
Great. So you see what we're doing, audience? You may not find the best results. You may not find exactly what you're looking for when you're doing research for keywords. And these keywords, by the way, through TubeBuddy are going to help you find the highest search volume and lowest competition possible so that you can punch through as a small or nothing burger creator and get lots of algorithm juice off of YouTube to drive to wherever you want. Okay, now that we've clicked video game addiction, what I recommend doing is moving over to the, or looking down this list. I like that topic there, video game addiction, is it real? That looks like a really interesting potential title for a video, right? That's what we're looking for as a title for a video. You want to check that one out, Ross?
Yeah, let's check that out. Let's see what's going on here.
Audience, you're doing this as well along with us. Whoa! Holy moly. Winner,
Look
chicken dinner.
that.
Ross,
Boom City.
how you feeling about that one? It's got the 82 score, which is great.
That is my favorite number now, 82.
82. All right, awesome. So everybody who's using TubeBuddy, you're looking to find topics on YouTube just like this that have a high search volume, a relatively low competition, and have a high optimization overall score. And what this lets you know is that this particular topic is ripe for the picking on your YouTube channel. It means that you may be able to punch through with no subscribers on this and just juice out YouTube search traffic from making a video about this over to wherever you want that traffic to go. So what I would tell you right now, Ross, is to drive traffic wherever you want. This would be the first video I would tell you to make, which would be I'd do video game addiction, maybe dash, is it real? ? And you can add things like dashes and parentheses and what have you into these titles, and it won't mess up the search optimization-ness of it, if you will, because YouTube eliminates that when it's assessing the keywords. You're going to make this video, and you are going to try to get the most clickable possible thumbnail, the most clickable possible title for it, so you can punch through in the YouTube algorithm. So let's talk about that step. Now you know the title of your video, Video Game Addiction, Is It Real? So let's go look at inspiration for your thumbnail. So what you can do from here, Perrin, is you can click the Results tab. Nope, you can stay right in TubeBuddy. It's all built into TubeBuddy. There's a Results tab next to Summary up there in the top left. And it shows you right here all the top search results that you're up against for this particular topic. So everybody out there who's looking to break through in your topic, it's all a competition on YouTube. It's all about trying to get more clicks than everybody else you're up against. And so what you're going to do is you're going to look at all of these thumbnails here. You're going to try to see what are the common elements that are getting the most clicks in these top search results. So let's go up to the very, very top ones are the most important ones to look at. So what do you see in the top thumbnail and the top 3 thumbnails, Ross, that are common elements that maybe you could pull from for your thumbnail? What are you seeing here?
I'm looking at, there's definitely multiple people in here. We have there's the first one at the top, the 3 elements like you talked about, the 3 different people. The second one, it's hard to see from my screen because it's a little just because of the way we're doing this, but there's 3 elements to all of them essentially is what we're looking at here. That is one of some of the rules that we've talked about in the past. So
okay, so what I'm seeing here out of these thumbnails, I'm seeing in all 3 of the top thumbnails, the most common element is someone holding a controller. That's the thing that's in all 3 thumbnails. And so it looks like in order to get super high clicks for video game addiction, the iconography that people think of when they think of video game addict is someone holding a controller. So that's something that we're going to want in your thumbnail. So what you could do, audience, or Ross in this case, is take a picture of yourself holding a controller with a bunch of different faces. Probably a face that you'd want would be like looking super intense, or maybe feeling really depressed while holding your controller and tired. And do a lot of kind of negative looking faces or overly engaged looking faces, because this video is about video game addiction. Take those photos and then use those photos of yourself as part of the composition for your thumbnail about video game addiction. And so that's the number 1 element that it appears that you are going to need in order to punch through with your top search results. So that's how you find the most important, most clickable element for your thumbnail. Now that you know that, you can go make your thumbnail. Now that you know your title, you have the title of your video. And now it's just on you to go record this video and to upload it to YouTube. That's it. Now you know your first video to get your channel up and running that has a super high probability of driving traffic somewhere. But the question is, where the heck should you drive that traffic? So I'm going to kick it over to Perrin because this is something we talked about pre-show. Driving traffic from YouTube to other platforms that have algorithms too, that can be really problematic. Can you break this down for us? Because or do you really want to get traffic from an algorithm like YouTube and then send it over to another platform like Facebook Gaming that has yet another algorithm you have to punch through? Seems kind of problematic.
Yes, so we know a strategy that works, and all the bigger live streaming creators like Twitch creators tell us of a strategy where they use YouTube to grow their Twitch channel. And this works, and we know this works because they're telling us that's what they did, and we can see it with our own eyes. And we can easily duplicate it as a strategy. And Twitch doesn't have an algorithm, so it works. The problem is, and this is why this is a Facebook gaming episode, is we're looking at this from a Facebook gaming perspective. Can you do this for Facebook gaming, and can this work as a way to grow your Facebook gaming channel? And immediately a bunch of red flags go off in my head saying, no, wait, don't. This seems bad because the algorithm on Facebook gaming is going to give you diminishing returns. So how is this working? You do all this effort we just went through in this video. I'm glad we went through this first so you can kind of see. We didn't do the video recording part, but that'd be a huge component of this too, plus the edit, plus, uploading it, etc., getting the video out there and letting it get views. You do all that work already to win people from an algorithm. Why would you then take them and drop them back into another algorithm to potentially lose them again?
It makes no sense.
So it doesn't make any sense. So what will happen is you get viewers, you send them to Facebook. Let's say they follow your page, but they don't go there very often because they really like YouTube. That was their primary platform. So they're never actually going to get a notification that you go live on Facebook. And Facebook's never actually going to deliver a reach to them, your content to them, because they don't have regular viewing activity, regular engagement activity on Facebook gaming. They just came there from another platform. I also argue that I don't think viewers are going to be really, really pro sticking to Facebook coming from another destination, especially YouTube, like they are with Twitch. That's a little bit more in gaming viewers' activities. Like they accept that they'll do that. We know, but adopting Facebook, I don't think they're going to adopt Facebook very easily. There's a lot more like pushback against wanting to even be on Facebook gaming in the first place. Yeah. So first, you're sending users to a place where they probably don't want to go. You're submitting them to an algorithm where you're probably never going to see them again. You're not getting anything out of that user that you just sent to another place.
You sent them into basically a black hole, and maybe some of your viewers will climb out of that black hole, but probably not. So if going from YouTube, if growing a YouTube channel and driving the traffic over to Facebook gaming doesn't make that much sense, then which type of platforms and which type of things should you be getting people to click on then instead that can benefit you as a Facebook gaming creator? Like, let's name them and let's talk about why they can be good, so that people can understand that when you tell people, go watch me live on Facebook gaming, your conversion rate on that is going to be less than 1%. And then when people go over, your conversion rate on them actually watching you on Facebook gaming will be less than 1% right there. So maybe 1 in 1,000 people that discover you on YouTube will actually watch you on Facebook gaming. Those odds are terrible. So do not link to your Facebook gaming as your main call to action on YouTube. It just doesn't make sense. What should they do instead?
Twitch is obviously I think Twitch is the best answer. If you have a live strategy, Twitch is good. Or if you're a creator and you're doing YouTube or Facebook at the same time, and you've got something that monetizes, you should be sending them there first. You should be sending to a place where they can convert into something that helps you drive your business. So maybe you have a Patreon, right? Patreon will be a great first priority place to send them, because Patreon as far as I know, is not using an algorithm there. It's just taking the traffic you send to your page and trying to convert that into money, into dollar signs for you. As a creator, that's probably one of the most important ones to do, is something that can convert into money for you, so you can keep doing this thing.
I'd say so, yeah.
So that's what you want to look at. The value of a link click. It is hard. It is actually difficult to get users to click. So if you are going to get them to click, send them somewhere where we can do some real good, where you can convert them. You can deliver more content specialized just for them because they're a loyal viewer or a loyal fan. I mean, mostly the people who are going to click like you a lot to even find that link and click it. So double down on that. Say, okay, you like that. Here's a whole bunch more that you'll like even more, especially if you become, a patron or something like that.
Yeah. Email can also work. Email is a good one. SMS is a good one if you guys want to implement the strategy. And also, obviously, Discord is a good one. Let's get back to the growing part on YouTube. Let's use you as an example, Perrin. Perrin, you want to grow as a Facebook gaming creator, your YouTube channel. What is the topic that you want to cover on your YouTube channel? I'm sorry, you want to grow as a Facebook gaming creator, and you want to drive traffic to your Twitch, probably. Is that fair to say?
For now, yeah. Twitch would be probably my primary. I don't have a Patreon yet. And Twitch is one of my more reliable monetization platforms that has monthly subscriptions. So Twitch would be a good one to send, yeah.
Okay, cool. So what can we make a YouTube channel about for you? So go back to the summary channel. This is the summary tab. This is all in TubeBuddy. I hope all of you guys are following along. Yeah, you can just delete the one we have there for Ross. Ross already has his game plan to drive traffic to his podcasting platforms, which don't have as much of an algorithm. For you, you're going to drive traffic to Twitch, not Facebook gaming, with your YouTube videos. And what is the topic that you would like to explore to potentially build a channel around?
Let's do a Facebook gaming ads, how to set up ads for Facebook gaming, because most of my audience has been asking me about this. And I don't think my YouTube channel is going to be primarily like game stuff about Mobile Legends. It's probably going to be a lot of similar to content that we're doing here, maybe some game stuff. But I know that that's one that my audience want because they ask me about it all the time.
Makes sense. Audience, think about what you can cover on your YouTube channel, just like Perrin did. It doesn't have to be about the video game you're playing. It can be about something you're just an expert on. So that's fine. So I would do Facebook gaming ads, maybe, to start, something like that.
Yeah.
And there you go. There's the auto suggested right below it. But nope, just Facebook gaming ads. Hit explore on that. It auto suggested that. And boom, here you go. Audience, if you're an expert on gardening, I'm not joking right now. If you're an expert on gardening, if you're an expert on carpentry, if you're an expert on any number of subjects, you can actually make a YouTube channel around something that is not gaming at all. And then tell people, and I live stream over on Twitch if you want to hang out with me, and you will convert people that like you, by the way. Just heads up, it doesn't have to be a channel just about gaming. So Facebook gaming, here you have some video searches here under the related tab. So do any of these look like potential video titles or heading in the direction of a potential video title that you may want to cover?
I know that they're asking me about ads as they pertain to live streams. So the top one would probably be one to continue down, to be a little bit more accurate as the type of video they want me to deliver. Hey, it's very good.
Look at that. You already found a winner here. So for those of you listening on the audio version, what Perrin did is he typed in Facebook gaming ads into TubeBuddy. He explored it. Then TubeBuddy suggested to him under one of the top video searches on YouTube on the subject, Facebook gaming live stream ads, which is the very specific topic he wanted to cover. It came up as a very good overall score because, wow, look at that search volume. Interesting. Looks kind of glitchy, to be honest. But anyway, the competition is relatively okay for this one. And so the optimization on this topic is pretty good. So I think this is a good topic for you to go after. I think Facebook gaming, maybe to turn this into an actual video title, you may want to do Facebook gaming, how to set up live stream ads, or you could just do Facebook gaming live stream ads. It might work. What you can do with titles like this is if it's Facebook gaming live stream ads, you can actually have your thumbnail say how to set up ads. So then the how-to part is actually in the thumbnail. You know what I mean? Oh my God, look at that Digital Drop podcast. It's
Who
the
are those guys?
Top 2 search results for this already. But the point here being, you can put the how-to or the educational value in the thumbnail. It doesn't have to necessarily be in the title, everybody. Okay. So now that he knows his title, Facebook Gaming live stream ads, now he's researching his thumbnail. What do you see in these top thumbnails? And we are a top thumbnails on this, but also as you scroll down, what is the most common attribute that you need to become a top search result on this topic?
Well, it looks like using the Facebook Gaming logo and the actual like title with the logo looks like it has an effect because those are the top 2. And even using the word Facebook, it brought them in the top 3. As soon as you don't use those and you go past those, you don't have much. Also, the blue color of Facebook seems to resonate really, really well. The top 3 all used at least a color close to or identical to Facebook's blue.
Yes.
And then using a red as an offset for like ad, right? Video ads here in red, down here, ad in red over here seem to work really, really well.
Yep.
So using the word ad in it somewhere, using Facebook Gaming logo, using something similar to the blue, and the third one has a person in it. So that at least telling me people could work and at least get me up there as well. So I could maybe throw my mug on there if I wanted to.
I would recommend throwing your mug on these thumbnails because this would be on your personal channel. And I would recommend you adding that. So you could maybe punch through to become the #1 search result and topple Digital Drop Podcast on this topic. I think you could do that with your face. So audience, this is what you're doing when you're researching your thumbnails. You're looking at the top attributes of the top videos. You're going to want to implement those top attributes that you see here in the results tab in TubeBuddy. And then you want to maybe double down on top of that and make yours even better. So for Andrew Perrin in this case, Facebook Gaming logo, blue background, and I would say having his face big and super engaging looking in the thumbnail on the right-hand side would throw down a little extra clickability on top of that. And I think you could easily achieve the #1 search result on this and basically topple the results that I secured through our thumbnails that we did as a team. So everybody, I hope you understand the process that we just went through there to do this. So let's do a quick review. And everybody out there in the audience, let's talk about this. And I see some discussion about growing on YouTube. So what we just discussed here was creating a YouTube channel based around YouTube search for any topic you're an expert on. It doesn't have to do with gaming at all. And then researching using TubeBuddy, finding your title, finding your thumbnail format, and then just recording that video and shoving it on YouTube. That can get you the traffic that you need 24 hours a day to drive to some platform or some call to action that has no algorithm, okay? In the case of Ross that we just went over a moment ago, we're going to drive people over to podcasting platforms because when you subscribe to a podcast, it shows up in your inbox when you sub. No algorithm. When it comes to Andrew Perrin, Astral, he's going to drive people over to Twitch because there's no algorithm there. When you sub to a channel, you'll get notifications are broken sometimes, of course, but Twitch is close to being an algorithmless platform. So when he drives people over there, people will actually convert into viewers once he sends people there. That's the strategy we outlined today. But let's very briefly talk about the idea of a clips channel, a gameplay channel, taking your Facebook content that's on your page and then converting it over to YouTube to try to drive traffic to Facebook gaming or to somewhere else. I want to know your opinion on this, guys, starting with you, Ross. You've talked in the past about strategies of taking clips, posting them on social media in general, and then trying to drive them back to your stream. Do you think that's a good idea for Facebook to drive that traffic to Facebook gaming? Or have we completely eliminated the idea that driving traffic to Facebook gaming is a good idea in any scenario, from Twitter, YouTube, or otherwise? What's your opinion on that? Taking clips to drive traffic to Facebook gaming.
No, I don't. I got to go with option B on that. I don't see a scenario where, and this I've been testing similar things, not necessarily with Facebook gaming, but just in general, trying to take somebody from one platform to the next platform. I've noticed on whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, whatever it may be, not only does it just simply not really work. But it also is kind of detrimental to the actual amount of engagements and stuff that you get. Now, if there is a call, and by the way, I'm just referring to actually posting links that say, hey, go over to Facebook Gaming. The only way where I say it's appropriate and where it won't damage it is if you actually give the call to action in this clip that you're posting. Perrin, you have a little more experience with this. Does that make any sense?
Like you put on the screen, like check me out on Facebook or something like that on the screen, but you don't link it.
Like whether it's a graphic or whether it's you actually saying this, hey, you know, just go search for GHN on Facebook. You'll find us. Give us a like.
Yeah, so you can do like casual references to you being on those other platforms, but overtly like trying to drive them other users to it. I don't think it works that well driving to Facebook. What I do with since I multi-stream and my viewers hop around to whatever platform they feel like being on, whatever day they feel like being on it, because they know what all my destinations are already. I have a little like graphic that swaps between every like 5 minutes or so on my stream that says what all of my different destinations are and what my name is on all of them. So I don't even have to say it. It's also in my video description. And I reference just saying, hey, I'm also live on Facebook. I don't tell people to go there. I just say I'm on Facebook Gaming, or I'm on Twitch, or I'm on YouTube. And I let users decide whether or not they want to go there.
Right.
So I wouldn't, don't place so much importance on like trying to force traffic to go where you want them to go. Just give them lots of opportunities and choices. Or actually just give them good choices. You don't want to give them lots and lots of choices. Just give them good places to go and let them make their own decisions.
And that sounds like you're using a platform that sponsors this podcast to make that happen. So Ross, if you don't mind posting that link in chat and the discount code, how can you give people the option to go to every single platform at the same time to watch you and just let them click whatever app? What is the magic that's happening there?
Oh, are you asking me?
I was asking Andrew Perrin to finish his idea.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're asking me. Yeah. Oh my God.
Put him on the spot. I like it.
You can use restream.io to stream to multiple platforms simultaneously with no extra work, really. You can do Facebook, DLive, Trovo, YouTube, Twitch, all at the same time. And this allows you to give your audience lots of different options on where they want to watch you the most. And you know what? You actually find that a lot of them will support you on even multiple platforms.
Yeah.
So use our link in the video description and Restream /drop, DROP is the code for a discount for a 30% off your first couple of months.
First month.
It works well for us. First month.
There you go. So I want to bring up an example. We're running long on the episode, and I know you have to stream. So really quick, pull up Alpha Gaming's YouTube channel. I want to show.
I already had.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I want to show people what Harris Heller is doing, what Alpha Gaming is doing if you're not already familiar. He's using the call to action strategy we've been talking about in this episode. This is the strategy where at the end of every single YouTube video he makes, which is about streaming in general, it's not even about video games, he has twitch.tv/Harris Heller there in his end screen. And he does a verbal call to action in his videos where he tells people, I'm live streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, go back to the end again if you don't mind. I'm live streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Twitch. Check it out, link in the description below. And he says things like, and we discuss all sorts of topics like the one I'm talking about in this video there. So he's able to make the content that he has in his videos relevant. And he basically tells people, if you want to chat about this with me live and talk to me, the expert, live about anything at all, Twitch is the place to do it. So he has one call to action to go to one of his social media accounts in every single video. And as a result, he now has 1,500 or more concurrent viewers on his Twitch channel. He only goes live 3 times a week. And he's not even good at video games. He's not even a good video game streamer, really. Like, he's not like super entertaining. He's just... He's good at advising people on gear and software and how to be a better streamer. He's not actually a good streamer himself, if you know what I mean. And so he's using YouTube search and YouTube audience to drive to Twitch to great effect to build his business. And I'd like to use this as inspiration for all of you. He's driving traffic to, if you only take away one thing, he's driving traffic to an algorithmless platform. Stop driving traffic to platforms with an algorithm and start thinking about driving traffic to platforms without an algorithm.